Imagine walking into any room with an air of calm that puts everyone at ease, yet keeps them curious about what you might do next. This isn't about being loud or bold, it's about cultivating an inner self that few people truly understand. The more you can hide your stress or your anger, the more control you have over any situation. When you speak, you do so without trembling hands or shaky words. When you listen, you do so with complete focus, without giving away what's on your mind. This ability to appear calm, no matter the pressure, gives you an edge. You radiate a quiet self-assurance that attracts people. They start to wonder what secrets you hold, and they may begin to see you as someone with hidden strength. This is not about being dishonest. It's about guiding how people perceive you so they can't take advantage of your weak points. Sometimes you'll find yourself in meetings, job interviews, or even simple social gatherings where everybody is looking for a slip in your composure. They might look for a twitch of anxiety, a shaky voice, or a twitchy smile. The idea is to keep such signals hidden. If a difficult topic comes up and you feel your heart rate spike, you train yourself to pause before responding. This pause can be powerful. It lets you breathe, gather your thoughts, and choose your words carefully. Others might mistake your silence for confidence or even coolness. Meanwhile, you've just given yourself a small window to regroup. This short silence in a heated moment can change how people view you. They see someone who isn't flustered by pressure, someone who stands firm even when the ground is shifting beneath them. You don't need to wear a mask all the time. Instead, you adopt an inner sense of composure that shows you're in charge of your emotions. This could mean rehearsing your responses to stressful scenarios or keeping a mental checklist of how to calm yourself. For instance, if you know you're going to face criticism, you might rehearse a simple acknowledgement line, such as, "I understand your view," or "I'll consider what you said." By relying on these calmly delivered statements, you avoid blurting out defensive or panicky replies. Over time, people around you start to believe that there isn't much that can throw you off balance. This can be a tremendous advantage because once they see you as stable, they often trust you with bigger responsibilities or more sensitive tasks. Part of never letting them see you sweat means keeping your goals and intentions under the radar. If you show too much excitement or worry, others might guess your plans. And sometimes, the best moves are those people never see coming. When you hint at something without revealing too much detail, you protect yourself from meddling. It's similar to a skilled poker player who keeps a neutral expression. Their calm face doesn't give away if they have a winning hand or a weak one. In the same way, if you sense a major opportunity or if you want to make a big life change, you can choose to keep it quiet until the time is right. By doing so, you prevent others from sabotaging you out of envy or fear. It also allows you to test ideas privately before revealing them. Another part of this approach involves saying less in most interactions. The world is full of noise and chatter, and people are often itching to fill moments of silence with talk. When you speak less, you break this pattern and attract more attention to your words. This doesn't mean you become silent all the time. It's about becoming more intentional with what you say. You might let others share their thoughts first, which can reveal important details about their intent. Then, when you do speak, people listen carefully because they've noticed you're not one to waste words. They sense that your calm and measured approach hides a mind that's processing information at a deeper level. The result is that without any flashy moves, you establish a subtle influence over the conversation. If a conversation heats up, you can use another strategy to keep your calm, shifting your focus to the other person's behavior. Notice if they tap their foot or raise their voice. Notice if their eyes dart around the room, betraying their own unease. This helps you see their anxiety instead of drowning in your own. It reminds you that you aren't the only one under pressure, and often, they might be feeling it more than you are. By focusing on their signals, you can maintain a steadier voice and a relaxed posture. This subtle awareness not only keeps you grounded, but can guide how you respond. If you spot their insecurity, you can respond in a calm tone that contrasts with their tension. Over time, you'll see it's possible to stay collected, even in the most uncomfortable moments. When you choose to reveal an emotion, do it with intention rather than by accident. If you're visibly upset, make sure it's because you chose that moment to show anger or annoyance for a purpose, maybe to highlight a serious issue or draw a boundary. This controlled display of emotion can carry a lot of weight. People think they're usually calm, so this must be a big deal. But never let that emotion appear as a weakness or a desperate plea for validation. Instead, use it to underline your point, then return to your composed state. That contrast makes your rare bursts of feelings stand out more. It shows you're not emotionally numb, you're simply disciplined in how you show your feelings. It also helps to practice composure in everyday life, not just in high-stakes moments. If you train yourself to respond calmly to small irritations, like traffic jams or minor disagreements, you'll find it easier to keep your cool when bigger challenges arise. You develop a habit of measured reactions, and it becomes second nature. People then see you as an anchor in stressful situations. Instead of reacting with panic, you become the person who thinks things through, who offers calm solutions, and who doesn't crumble at the first sign of trouble. This builds a reputation that can carry you far. It can open doors in both personal and professional settings because people gravitate towards someone who seems unshaken by life's everyday storms. In social circles, this skill can be especially powerful. You might walk into a room full of strangers and feel butterflies in your stomach, but you don't let it show. You stand with a relaxed posture, you breathe slowly, and you observe the room. You pick the right moments to approach someone, possibly by commenting on something they're wearing or a shared interest, all while appearing composed. Others sense your calm presence and often respond in kind. The room's energy might shift around you because you're not adding to the tension with visible nerves or needless chatter. You become a sort of pivot point that people look to, even if you're not in a position of official authority. It's as though your internal calm creates a small zone of comfort that others want to share. Behind all of this is the idea that real power often flourishes in the shadows. When you stay calm, keep quiet about your long-term plans, and avoid showing panic, you make it much harder for others to plot against you. They can't see where you're vulnerable, so they have no easy place to strike. Your silence can even become a mirror for their insecurities. If they try to provoke you and fail, they might grow frustrated or reveal their own weak points. Meanwhile, you carry on, planning your moves at your own pace, free from the distractions of unwelcome opinions or sabotage. And in those rare moments when you do reveal a flash of your deeper feelings or thoughts, it resonates more strongly. People pay attention because they know you're not someone who speaks or reacts on a whim. After a while, this skill becomes less about pure strategy and more about personal development. Learning to remain composed isn't just a social advantage, it can also help you navigate personal stress, anxiety, or fear. When you practice not letting them see you sweat, you also learn to manage your emotions internally. You begin to rely less on outward displays of worry because you find ways to calm yourself on the inside. It can improve your focus, your sleep, and even your sense of self-worth. You're no longer at the mercy of every tense situation. You find that instead of bracing for chaos, you can respond with a level head, which can even help you think of creative solutions that you might miss while in a panic. This kind of steadiness can give you a unique form of confidence. You don't have to be the center of attention all the time, and you don't need constant praise to feel valued. You learn to stand on your own, comfortable with your silence, your private goals, and your steady composure. You might share your emotions in the right moments, but you won't be forced into it by external pressures. The result is a subtle form of strength that people learn not to challenge lightly. They might not even be able to explain why they sense your power because it's something they feel through your calm attitude and careful speech. They see it in the fact that you never look rattled, that your plans remain hidden yet steadily move forward, and that you always seem to be several steps ahead without boasting about it. The beauty of this approach is that it doesn't rely on physical dominance or loud displays. It's a quiet mastery over your emotional world that translates into presence and influence. You let others chase attention while you observe. You let them waste energy on drama while you reserve yours for purposeful actions. You let them guess what you're up to while you calmly progress toward your goals. Over time, the gap in power becomes clear because while others were busy showing off or panicking, you were growing stronger beneath the surface. By the time people notice, it's often too late for them to disrupt your plans. And if they try, they find it tough because you never reveal where you're easiest to hit. Carrying yourself with this blend of self-control and hidden purpose might seem like a lot of work, but it becomes easier with practice. You might start with small steps, like choosing not to overshare in a conversation, or you might practice holding back a stressed facial expression when you're caught in a difficult moment. Over days and weeks, these small acts add up, giving you the poise to handle bigger challenges. In this way, you train yourself to stay balanced. Each calm response builds your confidence in your ability to face conflict without losing your center. People in your environment pick up on this, and they begin to see you as someone who's almost unshakable, someone they might not want to test. All of this doesn't require being perfect or inhuman. You can still feel fear, worry, or anger, but you choose how and when to display them. You maintain the upper hand by not letting others see you lose control. You give yourself time to think and respond, which often leads to better decisions. People remember how you made them feel. If you kept your composure, they felt they were dealing with someone solid and reliable. And as you move forward, that reputation can open doors or ease conflicts. You're seen as someone who stays clear-headed, making you a valuable ally and a challenging opponent. In time, you might come to view this strategy not just as a way to gain influence, but as a valuable life skill. While others are swept away by sudden shifts in mood or environment, you remain steady. This doesn't mean you lock away your emotions forever. It means you learn to express them in controlled doses for maximum effect. By guiding what others see, you protect your vulnerabilities, maintain your freedom, and quietly shape the outcomes you want. This is stealth power in its purest form. Subtle, calm, and deeply effective. It allows you to walk through life with a sense of calm alertness, always ready, never off balance, and always more prepared than you appear to be. In a world filled with tension and noise, your quiet confidence stands out, never letting them see you sweat, and always moving forward with a gentle but unstoppable force.